hallo YouTube, wir spielen jetzt LIL GUARDSMAN. Ja.
And so it came to pass that the day was to be saved by the most unlikeliest of heroes. A small child, unwillingly thrust into the workforce. One disaster after another had been diverted due to her diligent and cunning decision-making. With the kingdom on the verge of knowing everlasting peace and prosperity, our hero could finally rest their weary head, but only after one more critical decision was to be made. A decision of great weight, a decision of immense importance, a decision that could possibly kill hundreds, even thousands of people. Oh my God, you've made the wrong choice. You didn't think things through. You've doomed us all. Everything's on fire now. We're all covered in fire. How could you have done this to us?
Ich war's nicht. Hallo Alicia. Finde ich schön, der erste Satz war einfach nicht übersetzt.
LIL!
Ja, Mann, ich wollte gerade
What? Oh, Dad, I must have been having a nightmare.
It's over now, sweetie. But since you're awake, I think it's time you and I had the talk.
Out of one nightmare and into another.
Sweetie, there comes a time in every young person's life.
What? Dad, you don't have to do this.
When they have to work their dad's shift at the guard shed while he places a bet on the goblin ball match down at the pub.
Aw, Dad, do I have to? Today was the day I was going to start off on a grand adventure with my friends. I want to sail the open sea. I want to fight ogres. I want to throw rocks at things.
You think I didn't want to throw rocks at things when I was your age? But I had a duty. I had a responsibility.
Das glaube ich Mami.
I had to work at the guard shed while my dad placed a bet at the goblin ball match down at the pub.
Did he ever win anything?
Do you think we'd be stuck here if he did?
But I'm 12. Won't we get in trouble?
Ey, wir werden immer jünger, ne? Erst 14, jetzt 12.
Not if we don't get caught. Come on, I'll show you how to handle anything that comes up.
Deswegen mache ich deinen Stream so. Okay, gut, danke. Gut zu wissen, dann.
Okie dokie. Ready for me to very quickly show you how everything works?
Was ist so deine untere Grenze, wenn wir 3 sind?
Oh, good. Everyone loves a tutorial.
No time for a full rundown, so I'll sum it up like this. The key thing to remember when being a castle guardsman is...
Dad, someone's coming. What do we do?
Okay. Guess the best way to learn is by doing. Let's just hope there's someone completely plain and boring.
Ja.
Good morning, Mrs. Abernathy. How's your day today?
Plain and boring, as always.
Bingo. Would you mind if Lil looks after you?
Oh, not at all. It's always a pleasure to see your daughter, Shamish.
It's Hamish.
What is?
Never mind. Now, Lil, when a visitor approaches the guard shed, they'll generally start by stating their business.
Hallo, Stell.
I'd like to state my business. I bring a basket of baked goods to my son and his family once a week. Oh, would you like one?
Lil legt es in ihr Inventar.
After they state their business, it's pretty much your call what to do next. You can select them and interrogate them. There's tools, the phone there on the wall. You only get 3 action points. You get it, right?
Not really. What do we need tools for?
You can pick one and it does something. Come on, Lil. I've really got to speed this along. The Goblin Ball game is about to start.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm inconveniencing you?
Das war ganz klar bestätigt. Auf jeden Fall. Also sofort in den Knast.
Oh, no, not at all, dear. I don't mind helping out.
But the princess is really gigging the ceremonial for a slingshot.
She is? Sweet jumping jitters, we gotta get to that game. Let's wrap this up, dear. Seamus, tell the girl what to do.
The name is Hamish.
No, it's Mrs. Aberneth.
Ich hab's verdrängt. Oh. Auswählen auf ein hervorgehobenes Element, um mehr darüber zu erfahren. Ich hab's komplett verdrängt.
Didn't we cover this? That's your inventory bag where you keep the things people give you, or that you confiscate from them. In other words, your sweet, sweet loot. Looking in your bag for something to use doesn't cost you an action point. You use the Wicked 3000 to make the big decision to let someone in, or send them packing. Choosing this will end the tutorial. Can I finally get out of here?
Nee, da ist noch was.
I already told you. Selecting the person means you interrogate them and hear more of their story. It's the best way to find out someone's true intentions. Sometimes using a tool will do the job better, or the phone, or it's a combination of things. I don't know, you can spend all 3 action points just interrogating them for all I care.
Ist mir wurscht. Ist mir wurscht. Oh. Dies ist die königliche Verfügung. Das Erste, was du machst, wenn du deine Schicht beginnst, ist, einen Blick darauf zu werfen. Sie umfasst einen Großteil der Infos, die du brauchst, um deine Arbeit zu erledigen. Man kann jederzeit auf die königliche Verfügung auswählen, was keine Aktionspunkte kostet. Mhm. Da hat jemand einen kurzen Aussetzer gehabt. Der königliche Erlass. Falls der Wachtrupp des Schlosses in diesem Monat eine gute Sternewertung einfahren kann, gibt es eine Pizzaparty in der Kaserne. Hinweis: striktes Limit von 1 Stück pro Wache. Vom Schreibtisch der Ratsfrau Ash. An diesem Abend wird auf dem Marktplatz eine Demonstration der Magiergilde stattfinden. Sollten irgendwelche Sprecher durch ihr Tor kommen, rufen Sie bitte mein Büro an, um deren Begleitung und zweite Sicherheitskontrolle zu organisieren. Herzlichen Glückwunsch an Wachmann Randy für 35 Jahre auf seinem Posten. Glückwunsch, Randy. Nach einer 6-monatigen verdeckten Ermittlung um die Sprawl-Kaverne für Senioren herum wurde eine Gruppe hinreißender Omis und Opis des illegalen Drogenschmuggels in und aus der Stadt überführt. Auch wenn nicht alle alten Drogenmulis sind, sollte man doch aufpassen, wenn man es mit einem Großelternteil zu tun hat. Striker. Deprimierter Spaßvogel sucht jemanden mit lustigen Namen. Solltest du anrufen und mein Interesse wecken, ist ein Bargeldbonus für dich drin. Malcolm.
Feeling stuck? This phone is for calling the royal advisors and asking for their help. But all they'll really give you is their opinion. You can get a hold of Lieutenant Stryker, captain of the guards, and technically our boss.
Hello, who's there?
Or First Councilwoman Ash, the head bureaucrat of the Sprawl, with a real mind for politics.
This is Councilwoman Ash. Hello? Hello? Is somebody there?
And finally, the royal jester Malcolm, chaos personified in human form.
Hello, you've reached Malcolm. Please leave a message after the goose honk. Hey, where'd the goose go? Well, chase after it, for goodness sake!
Each call costs an action point. Our tools. If you want to use a tool, you have to make sure it has a crystal to charge it. Here, I'll show you. I'll add today's crystals to the tools that don't have any. That way I have a well-rounded arsenal.
Why did the other tools already have crystals in them?
I carried them over from previous days. Any other questions?
Why does a bullwhip need to be powered by crystals?
No more questions.
Also nee, ich sollte die vielleicht auch an... Nein, jetzt... Ja, dann fangen
You
wir halt
use the
an.
Wicked 3000. Now you can choose to use the Wicked 3000 at any point during a turn. But sometimes it's better to use up all 3 action points to find out everything you can, by any means necessary.
Sometimes?
Yeah. And sometimes people are in a really big hurry, like I am right now. So just pick a damn lever already.
Auswählen und halten, um deine Entscheidung zu treffen.
Sorry, I don't have time to hear Mrs. Abernathy plead her case again today. We're just going to let her in.
Hä? Das war Drogen-Omi.
Great job, Lil. Your mother would be so proud to see you now. After my delivery, I'm off to watch the big game. Got my grandson's inheritance riding on a tip that the Stapleford Snughorns are gonna win it today.
Here's a tip. Never lend Mrs. Abernathy money to bet with.
Let's hurry along to the game. We don't want to be late, do we, Hamish?
My name is Shamish. No, wait, it's not. Oh, I better go. Time to put on your big kid pants. You can do this.
Oh, ich hab's vergessen. Oh.
More like I'm being forced to do this.
It's only for today, I swear. Come meet me in the tavern when the shift is.
Oh Gott.
Good luck with your illegal gambling.
Ich hab einen Klickefinger.
I don't need luck.
Believe me, he does.
Ach, Omi.
Okay, Lil, you got this.
Du hast das Tutorial gemeistert. Sauber. Danke. Ja, dann haben wir alles gelesen. Ja, Senioren, oder? Ja.
Charmed to make your acquaintance, young gateminder. I am Tyronius Athanatos, son of Brielle and Darunia Athanatos. I have been summoned to deliver the keynote speech at the Festival of Magical Freedom tonight, hosted by the Mages Guild. Will you require anything further?
Ja. Wen muss ich anrufen? Frau Ash. Frau Ash muss ich anrufen.
I'm so glad you called. Frankly, I was worried you guardsmen never followed the writ due to illiteracy. Admit the mage and my people will escort him to the venue.
Ich rede trotzdem mal mit ihm, ne?
What's your speech about?
Oh, my dear child. It is obvious to me that you do not possess a magical bone in your body, and my speech, therefore, would only serve to confuse and frighten you.
I doubt that. I think I could figure it out.
Many non-magical beings have attempted to learn the arts, and many of those have gone mad trying to even comprehend them. Be warned.
Das ist schon okay. Ich rede nochmal mit ihm.
So what's this? The Festival of Magical Freedom anyway?
Tonight, hundreds, maybe thousands of like-minded mages, shamans, witches, wizards, and warlocks will gather to express our rights to use our gods-given talents without having to bend our knee to the preposterous laws of lesser beings.
Lesser beings like me?
Precisely.
Danke. Ärgern.
I imagine you don't have to check your ego at the door at an event like this. You can just bring it right in with you.
That is exactly the kind of thing a non-magical being would say. Now enough of this foolishness. Let me pass.
Ja, hier, geh halt. Den kennen wir ja schon. Tschüss.
The House of Thanatos, and indeed the entire Mages Guild, thank you, young guardian. You will go far.
Weiter als du auf jeden Fall. Die menschliche Gastkampagne. Gott, du hast die Verfügung gelesen und Befehle befolgt. Gute kleine Wache. Danke.
Good afternoon. I am here to pick up my 2 kids from the no-good, stingy lowlife of a father who happens to be my lying, cheating lowlife of an ex-husband, Orlando.
Blum.
His address is there on this incomprehensible, illegible letter my kids sent me.
Ey,
Believe me, I would love to have him get off his sorry butt and bring them to me for once.
Ich weiß, irgendwas war mit der. Ich weiß aber nicht mehr was.
It was his week with them. No, I'm sorry. It was his and his new girlfriend Callie's week with them. And you want to know what the kids say about her? They say she's fun. I'm sure the letter they wrote is all about her. Can't decode it to save my life, though. My kid's writing is so lousy.
Ich ärgere sie.
I don't understand. Do you stop being fun when you reach a certain age?
No, you just get more tired.
Irgendwas war mit der Röntgenstrahlen, Wahrheitsspray, Metalldetektor. Immer
This
Metalldetektor.
woman has been through enough. I'd rather save the charge.
Okay, Wahrheitsspray. Veritaserum.
Kelly is a lot younger than me. She probably has a lot of energy. Well, you tried giving up the best years of your life and pushing out 2 baby cyclopses. Orlando is a for leaving me for her. A real of a. And when he gets he likes to his own when he thinks no one is at home.
Orlando ist ein Arsch, dass er mich für sie verlassen hat. Ein echter Arsch von einem Arsch. Also, und wenn er geil wird, dann besorgt er es sich selbst, gern selbst, wenn er meint, dass niemand zu Hause ist.
Have fun with that little surprise, Kelly.
Die reißt sich zusammen.
Oh, I just had the most vivid wine night feeling. Kelly really hit it off with our children, Polyphemus and Orlando Jr. She's got a lot of energy and gives us special treats.
That's nice. But what district are you going to?
What district? I told you. The address is on that letter I showed you. It's the only thing written that's legible. You'd need a decoding spell or something to read the actual letter. I love my kids.
Ich glaube...
If you really loved your kids, you might have chosen better names for them.
They aren't bad names. Polyphemus is a traditional Cyclopean name with a long history in my family. Orlando Jr. comes from, well, you could probably figure that out.
Ich lasse sie nicht rein, weil ich glaube, ich habe sie das letzte Mal reingelassen und dann war es falsch. Ich weiß nicht warum, aber ich weiß die ab. Raus!
Whatever. I guess if my kids have a couple more days with their father, it's not the worst thing in the world. You've just given me a free weekend. Thanks, little girl.
Gern geschehen.
Anything I can do to help the plight of the single mother.
Natürlich war sie ein großer, furchterregend aussehender Zyklop. Doch ihr Grund, nach Sprawl zu kommen, war nachvollziehbar. Hä, aber ich habe die doch reingelassen das letzte Mal und dann war es falsch. Ich glaube, irgendwas war da. Schönen Urlaub.
What in the bloody blazing blasted hell is the hold-up?
Why have we stopped,
Whelp?
Well, sir, the guard...
Silence! Speak when spoken to, or you'll get the whip, whelp!
Yes, sir.
Now, you, child, let me pass. I have important business to attend to. Come on, shake a leg. BS waits for no man.
BS?
Bank of the Sprawl.
Bullshit.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Kann ich das Röntgenstrahlen? Gold. Shares gold in it.
Whoa, that's a lot of cheddar.
Käse?
No, ma'am. It is gold.
Silence! Yes, it is gold, but it is legitimate. Certainly not blood gold, if that's what you were thinking.
Okay, Leute, das ist jetzt mir was aufgefallen. Es ist ein alter, weißer Mann. Und das ist schon wieder einer mit großen Ohren und wahrscheinlich großer Nase, der sich um Gold kümmert. Oh nein. Ich krieg da Harry Potter Flashbacks. Also wirklich schwierig. Problematisch.
Well, I wasn't before you said anything.
Muss ich's beschlagnahmen? Ich meine, da war nichts, oder? Es war die Omas und Opas, die haben Drogen. Ja, dann ist beschlagnahmen das mal.
I think I'll have to take a sample of this for, you know, science.
Why, you greedy little urchin. I think I like you more than ever.
Oh, er hat eine Donald Duck-Mütze.
Now, since you are finished rifling through my personal belongings, you insufferable petty little monster, let me pass.
I wonder what the stamp on these gold bars means. Maybe it's decodable.
Oh, man sieht sogar da oben. Das habe ich noch gar nicht gesehen. Aha. Ein Decoder. Dechiffriering. Okay. Goldbarren. Katsching. Preis 50 US-Dollar. Kann ich dechiffrieren?
I'd like to take a closer look at those gold bars. The symbols on these gold bars are definitely not issued by the Bank of the Sprawl. This is blood gold and definitely illegal.
Nee. Du kleiner Fiesling. War da irgendwas mit illegalen Sachen? Sprecher? Illegalen Drogenschmuggels. Naja, Drogen sind's ja nicht. Ist ja nur Blutgold. Na dann. Schlaf gut. Klepi, träume Schönes.
What kind of business do you have at the bank today, sir?
I shan't be airing the details of my BS appointment with some nosy little brat tending the gate. Mind your business or you'll get the whip, child!
Er sollte den Leuten nicht drohen, sie auszupeitschen. Tatsächlich erinnert das LIL an ihren Werkzeugvorrat.
I don't think you're allowed to not tell me what your business is.
Insolence!
But sir, it's only a deposit.
One more outburst, and it will be back in the cage with you.
Raus. Ich weis dich ab. Tschüss. Donald Opa Duck.
It's the goblins' fault, isn't it? Nasty, deceptive creatures. What about this?
Nee,
Let
der
me
dürfte
through the
durch.
gate, but I shall leave the goblin tied up outside like the cur he is.
Nö, andersrum würde ich es okay finden.
But sir, the gold!
Silence! All right, you rotten little girl, I'll go. But you will rue the day you crossed me.
Du hast an deinem ersten verdammten Tag einem Blutgoldschmuggler das Handwerk gelegt. Unfassbar! Unfassbar! Na. Das Telefon klingelt.
Good afternoon. This is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn calling. Who may I ask am I speaking to?
This is Lil.
Nice to meet you, Lil. I need one of you gate guards to come down to the dig site as soon as you can.
Okay, and where exactly is... She hung up.
Why, hello there. I have come to the Sprawl to participate in capitalism.
Ja! Ja, den kennen wir nicht. Der war nicht im Tutorial.
After years on the road as a traveling merchant, I'm finally ready to put down roots. And what better place than the sprawling metropolis of the Sprawl? Huh, I just got
Sprawling Sprawl.
Garby Bunches is the name.
Garby Bunches? funny name. But that's gotta be made up. I'm gonna have to see some documentation.
Can't fault you for doing your due diligence. Here's my vendor's license, issued by the Sprawl Board of Trade.
Ich weiß auch, ja, hier, sehr gut.
He's right. Everything is in order.
Hast du gut gemacht. Wo schaut er da? Was habe ich denn noch? Kann ich ihn auspeitschen? Metallpeitsche. Ich kann... Ja, nö. Sollte ich Metall detektieren? Ich Metall detektiere.
I was sure that I would detect something.
I sent all my belongings ahead of me, with everything I'll need to set up shop.
I don't really care about that.
I don't really care whether or not you really care.
Okay.
I just can't wait to get in the mix and figure out what kind of merchant this place really needs. Since I was a boy selling lemonade, when life literally gave me lemons, I've dreamed of maximizing profits and keeping overhead low.
Ja. Klar.
I've always said this place needs a nondescript vendor to shake things up a little.
See, you get it. Once I've set up shop selling, well, whatever I decide to sell, I'll be sure to give you a discount.
Danke.
I look forward to buying something.
Man sollte immer nett zu reichen Menschen sein. Können wir noch ein bisschen unterhalten?
I'm not planning to sell lemonade, but I could see a stall for, well, capes and monocles. Really tap into the opera and or vampire market. How about powders and ointments? Who doesn't love a good ointment?
Toll.
There's nothing more exciting than the chance of unlimited possibility.
You're really making me feel good about this, kid. When I start expanding, I'll let you in on the ground floor.
Danke.
You could be the first powder and ointment franchisee.
Ja. Also, du kommst rein. Let's go. So einen wie dich brauchen wir hier.
Can you smell that?
The trash barge? Yeah, it comes through on the weekends. The smell only lingers for a couple of days.
Not the reek of filth and decay. That's the reek of opportunity. See you around.
Du hast einem eifrigen Unternehmer den Weg geebnet, es im Kapitalismus zu etwas zu bringen. Hurra! Okay, gut. Glocken erklingen in der Ferne. Schluss für heute, Leute. Zeit für den Feierabend. Aufgrund deiner guten Arbeitsleistung 3,2 sind dir für diese Schicht 30 Gold bezahlt worden. 30 Gold? 30? Du hast das Tutorial gemeistert. Sauber. Achso, ja, das hatten wir ja schon. Wo sind die anderen 10? Ich find's so süß gemacht, ne? Was mache ich jetzt? Muss ich da draufklicken? Ja, ne? Ich durfte sie nicht reinlassen, Steff. Ich hab's versucht. Ammoniak, Wasserstoff, Jod. Gehört alles so ziemlich zur Grundausrüstung. Ah, ich kann jetzt... Hä, ich kann jetzt laufen? Das konnte ich sonst nie. Maschinen wie diese sind eine recht neue Erscheinung in Sprawl. LIL fallen die Wörter Commander Keen unter den ganzen rätselhaften Fachbegriffen auf. Oh. Okay. Hallo? Nee, was hier? Man erkennt eine kleine Pritsche und einen Stapel Klamotten durch die Lücke. Dr. Bea muss hier schlafen. Nein, da wollte ich gucken. Hallo? Das Loch ist so tief, man kann den Boden nicht sehen. Sie müssen einen echt guten Leiterkletterer haben. Oh, süß! Oh, das blinkelt. Oh, und das ist ein Vampirschä. Oh Gott, Baby. Okay, wir gucken uns jetzt das Bild an, ja? Oh, Baby. Baby. Okay, ich bin bereit. Wir können reden.
Oh my, were you left behind? The last group of school children departed hours ago. Feel free to wait in the lost and found box until someone comes to collect you.
Lost and found box? Hallo?
No, you called me. I'm Lil. We spoke on the phone. I was covering for my dad at the South Gate.
Ah, of course, Lil, yes. Yes. But no, this is highly irregular. But then again, you'll have to do, for the sake of time. Ha! Sake of time. Do you get it?
Hat sie gerade highly irregular gesagt?
No.
Trust me, you will.
Wer bist du?
Who are you again?
Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn, head of archaeological research at the Royal Academy. But you can call me B.
Baby.
Gotcha. And what's so great about this place?
Would you like the long or short version?
Ich hab Zeit.
Hit me with some of that sweet exposition, baby.
This place is known as the dig site.
How creative.
We stand at the site upon which power crystals were first discovered.
The power crystals that I use for the tools in the guard shed?
Those and every other technological marvel of our lifetimes.
Erzähl mir mehr.
The power crystal was discovered completely by accident. 80 years ago, on this site, an iconic dwarven heavy metal band performed to celebrate the coronation of Princess Desdemona's grandfather, King Artemis.
Können wir da von der Zwergen-Heavy-Metal-Kultband was hören?
At the moment of a particularly rumpus drum solo, the vibrations opened up a chasm swallowing the entire stage and the musicians, and a few dozen enthusiastic fans.
Okay.
Legend says the band emerged from the chasm adorned in the glowing magical rocks, or what we know as power crystals today.
That must have looked awesome!
Very awesome, but there's more. Whether by fate or the actions of an inebriated mage, the bass player was struck by a lightning bolt, and the crystals in her cape and beard absorbed the electric discharge. Everything that previously relied on magic within a 5-mile radius lit up and was charged for weeks.
Das nenne ich mal ein breites Lächeln.
Hardcore!
Very hardcore. A massive industry sprung up and developed the multitudes of ways we use power crystals, which ushered in an unprecedented era of prosperity for the Sprawl, making our city-state the world power it is today.
Very hardcore. Ehrenhardcore. Ehrenbree. Auf Ehrenbrudi-Basis.
Gotcha. But what does this have to do with me?
I am the preeminent expert in the advanced properties of power crystals, and my research suggests we have barely scratched the surface of what these puppies can do.
Okay, but again, what does this have to do with me?
Lil, I have found how to harness the crystal's power to alter the very fabric of time. May I present the Chronometer 3000? And what I need to know from you is, do you know anyone who would be willing to go on what some might call an adventure?
Ich drück mal den Knopf. Ich habe den Knopf gedrückt. Ich weiß.
Wait, what? Where am I? What just happened?
Das Telefon klingelt. Hallo? Du, ich dreh erstmal durch.
I was just at the dig site. Now I'm back here somehow? Oh, quick pants check. No pee at least. Great.
Ich dreh weiter durch.
What was she going on about? That device thingy? Oh my god. Why is it here with me? Did I just...
Okay.
Good afternoon. This is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn calling. Who may I ask am I speaking to?
Déjà-vu. Nee, das verstehe ich gar nicht. Hier spricht Lil.
Nice to meet you, Lil. I need one of you gate guards to come down to the dig site as soon as you can.
What's going on? Don't you remember She hung up. Again.
Why, hello there. I've come to the Sprawl to participate in capitalism. After years on the road as a...
Oh ja, Kapitalismus. Oh ja, wow, wer bist du denn?
Let me stop you there. Your name is Grabby Blanchers, right? You're a traveling merchant or something?
Ah, I see my reputation precedes me. Kind of. The name is Garby Bunches.
This is so weird. I swear I already dealt with this guy. I can either do the same thing as I did last time, or maybe this is a chance to try something different.
I'm sorry. Are you talking to me?
That's what I'm trying to decide, Garbs.
Regardless, here's my vendor license issued by the Sprawl Board of Trade for confirmation.
He's right. Everything is in order. I need to get this guy processed and get my butt back to the dig site.
Ja, okay. Ich wollte ihn auspeitschen. Ich wollte die Peitsche probieren, weil ich ja nicht weiß, was die Peitsche tut, weil wir da nicht mehr hin konnten. Hier gereitet.
I swear I've done this already. I remember pulling the lever.
Can you smell that?
Wir können einfach time jumpen.
I think then you said something about opportunity.
You got it. See you around.
Glocken erklingen in der Ferne.
I need to get back to the dig site to figure out what just happened.
Wobbel, wobbel. Der Stuhl hat gewobbelt. So. Können wir woanders hin? Nein, okay, dann gehen wir zu Camps halt. Ich bin gespannt, ich habe keine Ahnung. Also, ich wusste nicht, dass das irgendwie mit so Zeitsprüngen zu tun hat. Hallo, ich bin da. Hallo. Hier, hallo, ich bin wieder da.
Oh my, were you left behind? The last group of school children departed hours ago. Feel free to wait in the lost and found box until someone comes to collect you.
I need you to listen to me. Something very strange is going on. My name is Lil. Don't you remember me?
Oh, Lil from the phone call earlier, of course. Yes. But no, this is highly irregular. But then again, you'll have to do for the sake of time. Sake of time. Do you get it?
I already told you no. Oh, wait, I actually do.
My name is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn, head of
Archaeological research at the Royalty School for Smart People. You said I can call you Trixie. We've been through this before.
Ich habe nicht geklickt, das wurde automatisch unterbrochen.
I'd prefer if you called me B.
And this is the site where power crystals were first discovered and you used them to make a time machine. Then you baited me with promises of adventure and pretty much forced me to push the big shiny button on your silly little time machine, and now I'm pretty sure I'm just traveled back through time and I'm kind of freaking out here. Any questions?
Zauberpilze?
Wait, why am I asking you questions? For any of this to be possible, it would require the use of my newly crafted device. May I present the Chronometer 3000? Wait, where did it go?
Do you mean this?
My invention! How did you get that?
You gave it to me. Well, not really, but you were gonna give it to me, I think. You were in the middle of explaining.
And you were seduced by the glowing red button.
Ja.
Can you blame me?
Yes! But it is a good button. I'm just proud of myself that your particles weren't immediately dispersed to the furthest reaches of space and time. That risk becomes much lower once I configure it to your individual life source, which I will do now. At any rate, I think the castle gate is a perfect place to test my prototype, and I need a willing gate guard to use the device. and allow me to track their progress to make sure only the right people are permitted entry to the Sprawl. Do you have any questions?
Die richtigen Leute?
Right people.
Individuals or groups that would improve the daily life of the inhabitants of the Sprawl, rather than those who would see harm come to the community and castle.
Ich bin da kein Fan von. Nee, da bin ich kein Fan von.
Isn't that subjective?
Yes, well, I suppose it is, but recently the kingdom has seen a rise in rebellious factions, envious neighboring nations, not to mention the resentful Mages Guild since the Power Crystal has replaced most household magical applications.
Wieso denn nicht? Also wenn ich keine problematischen Leute reinlassen darf, dann müsst ihr leider alle draußen bleiben.
One wrong choice could trigger a domino effect that could lead to the fall of the Sprawl.
Warum benutzt du es nicht selbst?
So to recap, you're giving me, a 12-year-old who worked exactly one day at the castle gate, the power to rewind time? Why not just use it yourself?
I have been testing the device myself for months. In fact, I used it to repeat a month's worth of the same day and learn to play the oboe. Can I show you?
Bei allem, was heilig ist, nein. Nein, oh Gott, nein. Nein.
Oh, well, perhaps another time. My calculations suggest that no changes I could make from my post at the Royal Academy would have nearly the impact on the Sprawl that you gate guards do. Academia, am I right? So I came to the conclusion that trying it out at the gate is a calculated risk worth taking.
I think I get the idea, Dr. B. I'm ready to go out in the world and use this device properly, and definitely not to win the lottery or to repeatedly watch people trip and fall over and over again.
You'd want that?
Ja, Lotto!
With all that money, I could pay people to trip and fall over and over again.
Regardless, you'll find you can't use it whenever or wherever you want. It is now calibrated, so it will only allow you to fold space and time when you are inside the guard shed.
Ah, rats.
Furthermore, by default, the device will automatically allow you to travel back to the start of your guard shift, including your loadout. However, I've hacked it a bit so that you can jump back to a specific point in the turn. Hack is the key word, though. I have to leave now. There is more science to be done. I will summon you soon, and we will see what else you might be ready for. Thank you, Lil. The world thanks you.
Kann sein, dass das AI übersetzt ist und dass das mit den Doppelpunkten immer Probleme macht. Das war jetzt das zweite Mal. Das also bei zweimal ist da ein Muster.
No pressure.
You can do this. Just try not to break space and time. I'm not kidding.
Maybe I should have mentioned I was only working the gate for one day. Oh well. It's getting pretty late. I should head home.
Naja, wir haben schon 1,5 Tage, weil wir haben ja jetzt also time jumped. Oh. Ich wohne in der Taverne. Das wusste ich nicht.
Your dad's over there.
Das ist mir egal, ich bin... Ach, wen interessiert denn mein Vater? Darf ich da drauf mal springen? Und wer bist du? Du bist cool. Muss ich mit meinem Vater reden? Ich rede mit meinem Vater. Der Legende nach wurde dieses Neonschild von einer Firma angefertigt, die Neonschilder nach Kundenwunsch herstellt. Da bewahren sie die guten Sachen auf, nur für Leute, die zuverlässig die Zeche zahlen. Öffnet Arta eine Flasche. Du erinnerst dich vielleicht noch daran, dass es funktioniert hat, als du klein warst. Ziemlich tolle Sammlung an Liedern. Dein Vater sagt immer, wenn du jemals genug Geld zusammengespart hast, kannst du vorbeikommen und es reparieren lassen. Ist nicht gerade der schönste Laden der Stadt, aber es brennt immer ein warmes Feuer.
Hey, hey, there she is, my hard-working, angel-faced, sweetest of the sweetest daughter of mine.
You didn't win your gambling, did you?
No, but it wasn't my fault. The other team was just too good. But I didn't lose all my money. We still have left what I didn't bet, so...
So what?
That'll be 15 gold for the ale.
Wir haben nichts
And
mehr
now
übrig.
we don't have any left.
Gut.
Hey, Lil, did you take any bribes or pickpocket anyone today?
Gib Hamish Goldbarren.
I got this off an old mean type of guy. He had an assistant that he just kept walloping and walloping. I don't think he likes his work.
This is perfect! Arda, a round for everybody! I'll be right back after I call my guy. Thanks again, Lil.
Kann ich zurückdrehen?
Wait, you'll never believe what happened. Right at the end of my shift, I got this phone call, okay? Asking me to come down to the dig site.
Did you remember to lock up the shed?
What? Yes.
And turn off the light?
Yes, I did. Whatever, just listen.
You gotta make sure to turn off the light, Lil. They'll charge us for the overnight usage.
I remember to turn off the light. I think. Anyways, Dad, I met this professor at the dig site, and she had this time machine, and when I touched the time machine, I went back in time. Then she gave me the time machine to use when I worked the guard shed for you, but it only works at the guard shed, so that was kind of a bummer. But it's super cool, and it only works for me.
Sie ist super cool. Mhm.
That's great, sweetie. I'm glad you liked covering for me today. But you don't have to make up stories just so you can work another shift.
Ich dachte, das Ganze ist super cool und nicht nur die Zeitmaschine. Hm.
Wait, no, that's not what's happening.
Anytime you want to be just like Daddy and work down at the guard shed, all you need to do is ask.
Dad, you're not fully comprehending what I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, Arda, did you hear? Lil's making up cute stories so she can be more like her old man.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I have the power to manipulate time and I demand to be taken seriously.
Ob sie sich gerade aufregt?
Okay, I understand. I can see that you're serious. Seriously adorable. But honestly, Lil, you can cover for me anytime you like. You're probably doing a better job than me anyways.
This isn't how I expected it to go.
Speaking of that, I better call my guy and make a bet on the next game. It's getting late. You better get upstairs to bed, Missy. Good night, Lil.
Rachsüchtige Lil.
You'll rue the day you didn't believe in my powers of space and time. You'll see. You'll all see.
All we can see is how cute you are, sweets.
As cute as her mother.
Whatever. Good night, Dad. Good luck with your gambling.
I don't need luck.
Ich muss jetzt nach da, ne? Ich würde gerne mit der reden. Die lächelt so lieb.
Whew, I'm pooped. That's enough adventure for one day. I'm ready to hit the sack.
Und jetzt kommt das, was beim Tutorial am Ende war, richtig? Das klingt gut. Oh. Auf ihrem Weg zur Kneipe ist Mrs. Abernathy zufällig in 2 weitere Tutorials geraten, sodass sie zu spät zum Wetten auf das Koboldballspiel gekommen ist. Das Erbe ihres Enkels ist sicher. Fürs Erste. Tyronius Athanatos hat seine Rede beim Festival der magischen Freiheit gehalten und den Großteil des Publikums inspiriert. Die Kluft zwischen magischen und nicht-magischen Lebewesen ist in jener Nacht erheblich gewachsen. Er steht bei der Ratsfrau Ash, die es ihm erleichtert hat, Sprawl problemlos zu betreten, in der Schuld. Da sie unerwartet länger auf die Kinder aufpassen musste, kam Kelly zu spät zu ihrer Schicht in Montys Restaurant. Sie wurde mit einer ernsten, mündlichen Abmahnung von Monty persönlich bedacht. Monte, Abmahnung, Alter! Ich kann das alles nicht mehr. Aufgrund deiner gewagten Beschlagnahmung und der Abweisung des alten Tu-Nicht-Guts war Grumpkin T. Dunkworth nicht imstande, seine beträchtliche Einzahlung illegalen Blutgolds bei der BS-Bank von Sprawl zu tätigen. Unglücklicherweise geschah dies an einem nie dagewesenen Tag voller Bargeldabhebungen, aufgrund derer die Bank früher schließen musste. Die Leute gerieten in Panik. Sie fackelten die Bank ab. Mr. Dankworth weigerte sich, Geld für den Wiederaufbau zu spenden. Und Belb. Garby Bunches fand ein leerstehendes Stück Land in der Gasse hinter der Taverne der verdrehten Schwestern und eröffnete dort sein Emporium der Wunder. Schön. Klingt doch alles gut. Abgefackelte Bank. Meine Güte. Könnte schlimmer sein.